Florida State's massive recruiting weekend just continues to pay off as they pull off a shocker and land a commitment from four-star wide receiver CJ Wiley. Now, this is a commitment video I really didn't expect to have to make. I think everyone thought he was headed to Georgia up until probably this morning, really. It was pretty much just UGA guys and UGA reporters that even went to his announcement ceremony, so it doesn't sound like anybody new here, not the staff, not even the kids' parents, so definitely a true shocker. Now, this is a massive pickup for Florida State, both literally and figuratively. CJ comes in at 6'4", about 200 pounds, so certainly checking the box of getting your big-bodied wide receiver in this class, but he also has elite speed, like track level speed, so definitely an elite athlete that'll fit really well in this offense. But he's from the state of Georgia, Alpharetta, I believe. So for Florida State to go into the state of Georgia and pull him away from the in-state Bulldogs is a massive recruiting win. I think this one really shifted last weekend when Florida State hosted their big visit weekend with like 20 different targets, multiple elite guys on campus, including Wiley. And he had visited Florida State multiple times before that, but this one was an official visit, and I think he got to spend a lot more time around the players and the staff and all the other recruits as well. So I guess they were just able to move the needle enough and make a late surge and finally pull this one off. Now, this commitment is one you kind of feel like Florida State really needed. I've seen a lot of people concerned because we only had 4 commitments as of last weekend. But I think there was a specific worry about the receiver position with other targets like Joshua Moore looking to be trending elsewhere. So kicking off that group with a guy like Wiley is huge in my opinion. I think they're also still firmly in the mix for Vernell Brown. I think they lead for 4-star Dalen McCutcheon. And I've said a few times on this channel now that I wouldn't count them out at all for 5-star receiver Khalid Lockett. So definitely a lot of dominoes still to fall, but glad to get this one in the boat. And Wiley isn't the only commitment that Florida State pulled from the state of Georgia. Yesterday, they also gained a commitment from Kevin Wynn, a 4-star defensive lineman. We just hadn't got a chance to get on here and talk about that one yet, but that's another guy that was kind of looking like he was trending to Georgia, and Florida State kind of stole him away at the last minute. So a big statement to pull off back-to-back commitments from the state of Georgia. And to make it even better, I think this is Florida State just getting started. Again, I know some people were concerned with how few commitments they had, but we know that Mike likes to pile commitments, especially in July. We saw them go on a run last year, and I suspect this will continue here. We went from 4 to 6 in a matter of like 24 hours, and we got a few other targets also announcing their commitments this week and into early July. So I think we're really close to seeing a very, very good recruiting class for Florida State start to take shape, all on the heels of that major recruiting weekend from just a few days ago. And just like with this one, we'll have more and more videos talking about all the recruiting buzz, commitments, targets, and all that fun stuff. So if you enjoyed the video, if you're mentally unstable enough to try to follow Florida State recruiting like this, definitely drop a like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all future videos and updates. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll talk soon. Go Noles.